I used to be really into Ben 10.
We can tell.
Jesus, there's a run in like the very beginning of the bonus aliens he starts to unlock where you could tell they got real lazy with them
Like which
because there
ones?
is in a row Ben Mummy and then Ben Victor, which just looks like Frankenstein for Frankenstein's monster.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
There
that.
was a run of three in a row where they were just like, "What the fuck are we gonna call this thing? It's a mummy, Ben Mummy, ship it."
Oh,
Ben Mummy.
Jeff, do you
Oh.
remember what the fucking wolf was called?
Pretty sure it's just a werewolf.
Oh no, the name was stupid.
It was Ben Wolf.
Wait. Was
No,
it Benno Wolf?
No,
It was-
Ben
No,
Ben
it's
Wolf.
Ben Wolf.
Oh, it's Blitzwolfer.
Yeah, Blitz
They
Wolfer.
changed the names later in the
Yeah.
like as time goes on. They realize like this is. So I think they changed the names, but originally they were introduced as Ben Wolf, Ben Mummy, and then Ben Victor.
By the way, you're having some really bad cutting out issues.
Yeah.
Nick.
Am I?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right, so Ben Wolf or Wolf Blitzer starts off like this, and in another series just gets this really fucking dopey looking look to him. He turns into that.
Oh,
It's just
what the
super
fuck?
cartoony. Like it's just like Ben's persona.
Jeff, did you get far enough where he got the frog alien?
Upchuck?
No. There's another one.
Here's a better picture of Ben's
Um,
persona.
Hold on. Ben,
Jesus Christ.
let me see if I can find the video. It was amazing.
I guess while he's looking for that, which shows should we talk about first? Someone nominate something.
Um.
I'll start with Banana Fish.
Okay,
Sure.
that's a good place to start.
I like that one quite a bit. I thought it was a very good show.
It was interesting.
I really liked and I think they're going to continue to do this, but they had introduced that like first person
You mean the tracking shot?
shots. Okay, is that what it's called?
You just-
I didn't know.
yeah, just
Well, they
tracking.
switched to first person to like make the chase scene have a little bit more weight to it. I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the scene where he's going up to the guy's apartment and like he's walking through the corridor. But I guess that's another example of what they were doing.
What the fuck is this, Alex? I never watched this show. They just
I know.
everyone looks awful. What the hell?
But this episode was just
What the fuck
this
happened?
this clip was just
I don't know. All I see is some grandpa ass.
That's all you need, baby.
Ugh.
Some gilf action right there.
where's the leak, man?
All right, he was a plumber.
Yeah,
Oh, he was, wasn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
that was their Men in Black name.
It's actually kind of like it's not a bad name for
It's not.
Men in Black organization. But yeah, overall, Banana Fish I liked quite a bit, and I definitely want to continue to watch
I'm glad
the
you did.
show. I was very surprised that they killed the little black kid. Skipper was his name.
Yeah,
Skip.
Skipper.
I mean, hey,
I was shocked when they killed him.
I was
Hey,
sad. I
Token
like
Black-
Skipper.
I did too. That's why I was surprised they did it. And also, he's a kid.
I was surprised at how quickly we ended up in jail. Like for a show that, can play with the entirety of, I think, New York, we went to jail real fucking quick.
I really hope it's just, to get jail out of the way. So then they can say, okay, we did jail. Now it's the cool stuff.
We did the jail thing. Moving
Yeah.
on.
But I don't know. Because I feel like there's, there's a duo antagonist with Ash and AG. Where AG's going to take up a role, and then once Ash somehow gets out, then they're going to go together. So it's like, I guess, trying to balance it off and give AG more stuff to do.
The only reason I don't think
Oh, you cut out.
yeah.
shot of
Yay!
like this is your target. There
Hey,
were 5 guys in that
Rest in
line.
peace, Nick.
Nick,
Is it really
take
that
a
bad?
breath. Yeah, take a breath and try again.
Oh my God.
I only
hate-
heard very few words. I heard I hate. Oh, this is a wonderful episode. I'm gonna have to do so much fucking editing to make it
I,
sound like
I protest everything about this.
I'm aware. When are you gonna go home?
I
So your
strongly
internet isn't
protest.
jack shit.
What?
When are you gonna get home so your internet isn't jack shit?
I mean, it has to be next weekend.
Oof.
I have to leave by the 31st.
Or else you're getting booted out.
Basically,
Sleep on
my
the
lease
street.
ends. I don't
Yeah,
think
the
sleeping on
Ohio
the street will fix my internet problems that much.
I'm pretty sure you could use your phone and it'd be better.
Probably, but
Alright, well, anyways,
don't
your
want to pay for that
thoughts.
data. I don't remember where I was. Oh, I don't think we're gonna leave jail anytime soon. Just because when they were doing that like panning shot of all the different guys, and when they were like, "This is your target," there was like 4 or 5 different guys in that line, and at least a couple of them had like identifying features, and we've only seen one of them so far. So I feel like we're gonna have a number of antagonists in jail.
Well, I thought the group of 3 were all the antagonists. I must have not been paying attention.
I thought it was like at least 4 of them.
It was 3 or 4.
But I'm pretty sure that's the group. Like, it's the guy with the tattoo, the black dude, and then the other white dude.
Possibly.
So that's why I thought there were more. I thought there were like 4 or 5, which is why I thought there was going to be at least another set of guys who were
Okay.
going to be a thing. I might be wrong. I might be misremembering that shot.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's just that one group. Like, they are as a collective the antagonists of his little part right now.
Yeah, I pictured it like, oh, this gang of people. Like, we're not going to have to go through an episode where he beats up each and every one of them, like, per episode, just
That would
because
be
they're
satisfying.
memorable. I mean, yeah, I like the action shots in this show, so I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to that, but I think after a while it would get boring.
Oh, speaking of like shots, I really like the way they portrayed New York. It looks really nice. Like, they did a great job.
Yeah, that was really
It was
surprising.
fantastic.
I didn't really know where we were until they gave us like the wide shot, and you could see whatever the fuck it was.
The Statue of
Ama-
Liberty.
Not the Statue. Was there a Statue of Liberty shot that I just blanked?
Like,
Okay.
every single fucking opening, and that's the
Oh,
first
I don't pay
fucking
attention
shot.
to the fucking opening. I skip it as soon as I hear music.
That's also the first fucking shot of the show.
Is it really?
Is it really?
Thought it was.
No, the first shot of the show is fucking like Fallujah or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, no. The
Back-
first shot of New York is still fucking the Statue of Liberty, though.
I may have still been on the Fallujah thing. That was surprising to me. I was not expecting to start off with fucking blue on blue violence.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the way to start the show.
Yeah.
But for a while I thought we were in Chicago, but then when they did the wide shot and I saw the fucking God, I
Alleyways?
still can't think of the tower. It was
Empire
it's-
State Building.
yeah, the Empire State Building.
Okay.
You saw the Empire State Building, and I was like, "Got it, we're in New York." But until that point, I was like, I feel like we're in Chicago. I don't know why, but I'm gonna guess
Is it all
Chicago.
the gangs?
It
Everyone.
was
Yeah.
kind of all the gangs thing. Don't want to.
But yeah, the animation is fantastic. There's a couple of tracks from the soundtrack that I like. I think it's been doing a good job. Voice work is okay. There's not anything that's really bad about the show.
No.
Yeah. I found it interesting, just in terms of like a translation thing. When they went to the police station and they were talking about how they had to go do street gangs, the fact that street gangs was in English, and I'm like, do you really not have like a Japanese word to use for that phrase?
Well,
So I found that kind of bizarre.
maybe it's like it's just like like a thing that's specific to America. Like well, I guess street games wouldn't be specific to America. I
Yeah,
guess
like
just
they
every
can't be
culture,
so.
like I guess just every culture has like a different way of like naming them.
Right,
So
but I was
that's
just
even-
surprised that Japan doesn't have like a general term to use for like a gang like that. So instead, they said just street gang
I'm
in
pretty sure you could
English.
say like delinquents or hoodlums or some shit.
Well,
I
I imagine hoodlums probably isn't directly translatable either.
When they have a word equivalent to that.
Troublemakers or something. I mean, they have to have some word to be like those dudes who sit around on the corner and take up space and sell drugs. Like there has to be a word for that.
Goddamn loiters.
Wasn't
Loitering on my street.
I refuse to believe that Japan was like, we have all these people who just sit around and do nothing and take up space and get in fights, but what are we gonna call them? Can't think of a word. Oh well, let's not call them anything. Somebody somewhere made up a word for that.
Isn't Yakuza though like wasn't it something like that's just
More
the
akin to
standard
mafia,
word
though.
for gangster? That's not a specific one. That's like it's
I
just
think
the
it's the other way
word.
around. I
Don't
think it's like
know.
I think Yakuza is like mafia. Like you would not call just a general group of guys. You wouldn't be like they're a mafia. Like mafia is a specific organization, and I think
Yeah.
Yakuza are like a specific organization.
Okay, I know they turned into one because I recently watched a video about them, but I thought it was just like it was the standard term, but they became so prevalent that that's just what they were called. So like
Okay.
when someone says, "Oh, it's the mafia," and like if they mean Al Capone, they would just say the mafia back in those days, and people, oh, it's
Okay.
that.
So
That's
like
how I thought it was, but I could 100% be bullshitting right now.
I mean, 100%. We're all 100% wrong.
yeah, we're
Yeah.
guessing at this point. I mean, it could be like how Band-Aid is not like the generic thing. It was like it's like
It's
a
a branded
specific
term.
brand.
Yeah. And
Not
th-
anymore, technically.
Just
Yeah.
like Velcro.
Kleenex.
I'm pretty sure Kleenex lost their copyright.
They did. They lost. Yeah, because it's just the standard word everyone uses. Lego. Fun fact. Lego corporate sent out a big thing when that happened to all the Lego stores. It's like, listen, when you're talking about the product, you gotta call it a Lego set, a Lego block. You can't just say, "Oh, that's Lego," because we might lose the ability to call interlocking bricks Lego,
Yeah.
and like Mega Blocks, Creo, all those companies will be able to call their product Lego blocks.
Mhm.
So there was like a whole big thing about that.
Similar thing happened to Xerox and Band-Aid. There's some other things. I know Google's really trying hard not to get that happen.
I wonder if Velcro still has theirs. I doubt
I
they
don't
do.
think so. Because, like, what's the other name for Velcro? What's, like, the generic brand name
Hook
for
and
Velcro?
latch. Hook and latch.
I've
I think
never
it's-
heard that.
that is
but
like
it's technically what
very
it is.
first.
I
Like,
only know that because Velcro got its team of lawyers to sing a song that they posted on their YouTube page about the fact that Velcro was a brand name and they wanted people to stop using it as the general name.
Really?
Yes, it's a great video.
Okay.
It's an absolutely amazing video.
I'll have to watch it later.
I'll pull it up.
Okay. Anyways, back to Banana Fish. I hope it maintains some quality.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right now, like, it hasn't been bad, hasn't been amazing, I think, but I think it can get there. I think it's got potential.
I don't think anything this season's been amazing so far.
I would agree.
There's no, Megalobox, which
Nothing
like by the
is-
first episode was just like, yes,
Yeah.
I knew that.
Nothing has wowed me yet. Well,
That's not to say that nothing will, but
Well,
I wowed at Yuragi So, but for completely different reasons. Should we talk about that next?
What are we talking
Okay.
about next?
Fucking Yuragi So.
Okay, sorry. I was listening to lawyers sing about Velcro.
Don't say Velcro.
Well, I mean, they are singing about Velcro because
I
they are
know.
the Velcro lawyers.
oh my god,
Uh,
why would they get their lawyers to do it and not like actual singers?
I'm pretty
it
sure they're
just
actual
me?
singers.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they were the actuals. I'm sure they were singers, but they're all dressed up and they
Oh,
they
okay.
imply that they are their legal team.
Come on,
Okay.
Jeffrey.
Well, you said they got their lawyers to dress up and
Why would
I
you
mean,
let
that's,
Nick?
that's the song. The point of the song. Canonically, in the song, they are the Velcro lawyers. Are they actually? I don't think so. But in the song, they call themselves the Velcro legal team.
I would absolutely love it if like in their posting for a legal team, they're like, listen, we just need you to be able to sing as well.
Must possess a law degree, also BA in music,
Can you hold a note? That's all we ask.
or play the piano.
All the above.
So,
You're right,
the Hot
so-
Spring Show.
I sighed so much I basically like ran out of breath.
Which this is the Hot Springs Ghost.
Hot Springs.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like 100%
Springs
sure
is.
I would have won bingo halfway through the first episode.
Yeah, you're not wrong. There was Etchy Bingo being played. It was super easy to win with this show.
Jesus Christ, like it is like they took just the script from other shows and took out like some pages, took the other shows, took like some other random ecchi shows, took like a couple of pages, threw them up in the air, stacked them, and like boom, first episode right here. We got all the fucking stereotypes. We're ready. Just give him some random supernatural power, and we've got our own unique show. And they were fucking wrong.
They sure goddamn were.
This is yet another example of, like, it starts off and I'm like, this is a premise that, you know, you might be able to do something with. And then they just fuck it down the drain in the second episode.
Oh my god.
Are you saying that you don't love the intense ping pong match to determine whether or not our protagonist gets to stay in?
Believe it or not, I am saying this, Jeffrey.
I cannot believe it.
I know, it's surprising.
They did the getting thrown out the window joke way too fucking
Too
much.
much. Way too much.
Like, okay, I understand like doing it 3 times, so that's usually, you know, that's usually how you do a joke. Is like you make the joke, call the joke back, and then do the joke a 3rd time, but with a little difference. This one, like, they did the same joke, like, twice, and then did it with a small change 2 more times, and then the last time with a smaller change. It was fucking annoying. They did the same thing with fucking what's-her-face, the purple-haired chick.
I'ma kill you. For the,
Yes,
like,
there was a
5th
lot
time.
of that.
It's funny. I've never seen an ecchi, but I could like. I watched it. I was like, I'm
There's
sure
a
this is
lot
just
of this.
riddled with tropes.
There's a lot of that.
Because I like. All right, so there was the girl who's like, "Oh, I'm going to kill you." It's like I feel like this is. I've never seen an ecchi, but I know that this
I've
is a
seen
trope
this
in it.
type.
Yeah.
Like I know this is a thing that like happens a lot.
So,
Yeah, that's
The
from
really
word of mouth
embarrassed girl
alone.
I knew was a thing.
Yeah.
You got to see the anime physics of falling on top of other people,
yeah.
God,
there
that
we go,
happened
yeah.
like 5
in which
times.
your hand phases through multiple layers of clothing. Yeah,
Fire
it's-
engine red blush.
Yep, it's great. Everything about this is just a delight.
Yeah.
Also, to call back on every other show having characters that I hate because of their voices, I hate Yuna's voice so fucking much.
Really, it's that
I
bad for you.
hate her. Just because it's so fucking generic and so annoying.
Which one is she?
The one,
The
okay,
ghost.
yeah, the one that talks
Ghost?
with
Okay.
that like very soft and like, just, it's like she's always breathing with every word she says, like she's breathing outwards.
Really,
I just feel like it's done way
I
too
didn't
fucking
even
much.
register that was going to be a voice you were going to hate.
Aside from like other voices I don't really hate, it's just hers I do. But we haven't seen all the characters yet, so it's entirely possible that they'll also have voices I hate. Like we
So that
haven't.
means
seen
we have to keep this show so you can bitch about their voices for this whole season, right?
That's always what I do.
This was Nick's plan all along.
Apparently not, because I didn't think I would hit the fucking Una voice.
I didn't even register that it was like. I forget that Brandon hates people who have the soft voices. I remember that he hates people who have not really high pitched voices. That I can immediately pick out. That's easy to tell.
Yes.
Yeah.
The breathy voice is a little bit more difficult sometimes.
It's not because I hate like instinctively hate it. It's just because it's so overdone, and like this is already from a show that has been done multiple times before, and I've seen multiple times already. So it's just tiring. Is the only way I can put it.
Yes, but she's a ninja, Brandon.
That's the difference.
What? I'm not talking about the ninja girl.
I know, but
Goes.
you know, instead of you're living with a whole bunch of girls who are all supernatural, one of them isn't. One of them's just a ninja.
What?
I thought she was a demon thing.
Yeah,
like
she's
she was
like-
a
as a
demon
demon
slayer.
She's a person who kills demons, but I'm pretty sure she's just a human. I assume.
No, she like blew up fucking knives.
So, dude, the
So?
guy punched fucking ghost with electric fist.
She's got supernatural powers though.
Yeah.
So does she. She has ninja powers.
Wait,
Maybe
I
she's
thought
just
you...
really good.
She summoned fucking shadow clones in
Okay,
this
wait.
episode.
What are we arguing? Because I thought you said she doesn't have supernatural powers.
I said she's not a supernatural being. She's just a human.
I'll accept that. I see it.
It's completely possible.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not completely possible. It's exactly what happened. She just has supernatural powers like the main character.
She has ninja powers.
Fuck, whatever.
Ninjas, Brandon.
Ninja.
Ninjas.
What is your ninja way?
Your
Shinobi.
Nindo.
No.
My ninja way is watching that fucking fight in the last episode of Boruto like 50 million fucking times.
Oh yeah,
Shit
that
was-
the 3 flashbacks were worth.
Oh my god. 100%. They saved so much money on those last 3 episodes for what amounted to what was like one of the best fights I've ever seen.
For 5 minutes, they just made it rain dollar bills.
Yeah. Like, they burned money with those 5 minutes.
They rolled up whole stacks of Benjamins, lit them on fire, and then just threw them in the air.
They threw them at the screen.
What episode are they on now?
65 was the last episode that just came out. 66 is coming up. Which is
Okay.
probably going to be full of fucking flashbacks, because they need to, like, have a bunch of episodes that don't spend money.
Roll
They
it
need to justify the expense of the last episode, so they're just going to flash back to different moments in that fight multiple times.
pull off an Evangelion. Just use fucking crayons.
It's just going to be Naruto and Sasuke, like, just chilling on the back porch, drinking some beers, and be like, hey, remember when I did the thing? He's like, oh, yeah. What a fucking episode. Unlike this episode, which had an action, which was like 2 frames of people moving from one to the other. They did the same thing, Nick, where like they're in the background and they're not moving, but they're talking.
Yes.
It was so stupid.
It's so bizarre.
Why even do that? It just looks awful.
There are 2 shows now where like something is weird with the animation. This and Grand Blue have like
Right?
the animation just feels wrong sometimes.
And like, here's the thing though. Both mangas have absolutely great art in the manga. I think skimmed like the first chapter of Unison.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the art is fucking great. The content for Unison is not so great.
Right.
It essentially just amounts to tits and ass. Which
Yep.
if that's what you want, sure, watch it. But like, there's other shows where you can get tits and ass and laugh at the same time. I did not laugh once in this show.
I can't even remember a joke with which to throw at you.
No, like
I could not produce one.
I like the cat reactions, or like she's actually a cat and she's trying to run away. That was pretty amusing. That's about it.
I'm still trying to think of one. I still have nothing.
Jeffrey, can you think of a joke?
No.
Alex?
Nope.
Well then,
Well, I mean, fuck. Nope. I thought I had one, but I didn't.
it escaped you?
Yep.
What were you thinking of?
There was some joke during the when the one girl gives luck to everyone, and the one guy's like, "You have a cure for my male baldness," and then everyone else is like, "I won $10 million," and other things, and then that one was just so
Oh, that
small
reminds
in
me.
comparison. I thought it was funny.
I did like this call with his daughter.
Yeah.
Where she's like apologizing for being a piece of shit. I know what it feels now to be a parent, and he's just so happy. That was actually kind of amusing. I was right. I was 100% right about the fucking she's actually really old thing.
You're
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not wrong.
On
Was that even not on the table?
Actually, no. Like, we all agreed that it was going to be.
We
a
all pretty
thing.
much agreed that the youngest looking girl was going to be the oldest one.
Yeah.
That's pretty standard. It was just overall like such a forgettable show.
Yeah, forgettable and tiring is the only way I can put it.
I wouldn't even go so far as to say it was anything about it was like certifiably bad, so much as it was just overdone. Except for the animation. The animation was weird.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
So I guess we could say that was bad. But other than that, like, there was nothing about it that was like I could point at and be like, this was awful. It was just like it was either just stupid, which I can't say is bad. It's just something. It's like a more personal thing, an opinion thing, or it's just like it's been overdone and it's been done better. Like that's
our main character is like just a really bad cop. Not even a bad copy. He just looks like the main character from High School DxD. But he doesn't have. I think he does. Oh, I think it's the ponytail for me, and the brown hair.
The ponytail?
Does he not have a ponytail?
He
No.
Has
does.
his hair up.
No, they both have
in-
ponytails.
In DxD?
Yeah, I thought he did.
No.
No,
Like a
Oh,
really
I don't know
small
about
one.
DxD.
it just has like it just kind of extends a bit toward the back to make it look like a
I
ponytail.
could have sworn there
That's
was
not-
like a little tie there.
Nah.
Okay, well,
No.
I guess I'm wrong. Well, I must be thinking of another show that has this exact same character or looking guy.
Well, the main character is super boring. Like, there's nothing particularly interesting about him.
No, there's not.
Nah.
I mean,
Congratulations, you have deduced harem anime main characters.
Welcome.
There are
Well,
some that are like
isn't
pretty
that the
funny
point,
though.
though? Because like you're supposed to insert yourself in, and so they make the main character as boring as possible, so that you could say, oh, like this character doesn't have any ideals that I disagree with, so I could put
It's
myself in
awkward
that.
with girls.
Pretty
oh
much.
no, that's exactly like me.
I don't know, my favorite harem main characters are always like assholes. I
That's
love
because
them
you're
so
an
much.
asshole.
No, shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
And you want to believe
So you
that
can
there is
insert
somebody
yourself
out
into
there for you.
Who can get a harem?
Very similar to the reason why you're into girls who hate you. It goes
Ow.
well with your own self-hatred.
No means no,
Well-
Brandon.
Well, hold that joke, Nick. For the Grand Blue line. Just wait up. It'll come back.
It will come back.
Yeah.
Mm,
No, God, fuck what was I say? There's some harem main characters that are like just fucking hilarious that I absolutely love. Who like
Who?
actually
Who
the
though?
high school DxD one, he's fucking hilarious.
But he's also a fucking perv who's awkward with girls.
And that's okay, 'cause at least he has a character trait which is a complete pervert and he doesn't hide it.
That's just harem MCs. They fall
No.
into one of two categories. They're either super shy or they're all perverts. Like, there's no in between.
This is true. Would you say that Hero is Dead is a harem?
Yes, I would say Hero is Dead as a harem.
I fucking love that main character.
Okay, but that wasn't an anime.
He's not.
I'm gonna protest. It doesn't
Not
count.
yet,
Not an
but
anime.
I want it to be. I'm still holding out hope.
Keep holding out hope, and I'll keep holding out for Spice World Season 3. But in the meantime,
Oh, God.
anime main characters, anime harem MCs, genuinely interesting people.
There,
I still posit you can't pick one who is genuinely an interesting character and unique compared to other harem MCs. Because they're all pretty fucking basic.
Oh yes.
let's see.
Harem MCs are all just a bunch of basic bitches.
Super pervert, shy, dense as fuck. Those are your.
There's the more like, there's not the more common one, but there's one that's like also becoming a thing, which is like somewhat, I don't know how to describe it. However the fuck, what's his name? 8-Man Axe. That is also kind of becoming a thing.
Cynical
Yeah. Less so, but it is also becoming a thing.
or jaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
Not as often as the other ones, but it's becoming a thing.
It's getting there, yeah.
Like whom? Give me an
Uh,
example of a character that you're thinking of.
Rick Sanchez.
Is that a harem?
Hell yeah.
Fucking the character from Haganai is kind of similar.
From what?
Haganai. I don't know what you watched the show, fucking with Senna and the other chick.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, they're kind of similar.
Yeah.
Oh, there's fucking the main character from Magi Brilliant Park. I love him too. Fucking Kanye.
Is it really?
His name is Kanye.
Yeah, his name is Kanye.
His name is Kanye.
His name is Kanye. He hangs out with 50 Cent, and he has to help out Queen Latifah. I'm not making this up. Ow!
The hell?
That is so hyphy.
You have to. You forgot to watch the show.
I figured Brandon would have bugged you enough to.
No, nobody's ever mentioned this show to me.
How have you not
What?
mentioned?
We've
someone
mentioned it a
named
couple of
Kanye
times.
to
No,
me?
nobody's ever told me there's a show with
Oh, wait.
Kanye, 50
Okay.
Cent, and Queen Latifah in
Okay,
it.
no,
Fuck
that's
no, nobody's
fair.
told me
That's
this shit.
fair.
I want to
That's-
defend Nick. No one's ever said that when I'm in the party, at least.
We've always said you should watch it, but yeah, we've never said Kanye.
said
People may have
why.
said you should watch Amagi, but if you don't tell me why I need to watch it, because motherfucking Jesus is in it.
Well, his name is just Kanye. That's all the resemble. Well, he's also a fucking egotistical piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they
What's
hit
the
your boy with
difference?
as long as they hit your boy with the Jesus walks a couple times, I'll be happy.
There you go. It's also got the best girl, 50 Cent.
50 Cent is a woman.
Yes, and she's amazing.
Oh, that is so good.
Oh wait, I forgot with an S.
Is her name actually 50 Cent, or is
It's-
it Curtis Jackson?
It's Sento.
So... 50 Cento.
I can't find it, but that's the only gif I found of her. God damn it. Hold up, let me find an image. It's gonna be pretty, I don't think, well, let me open up with incognito tab.
You have to hide it that much?
Not really, but I just don't want it part of my Google searches.
Okay, I see.
Which,
I was honestly expecting Kanye to be black. I was very shocked when I saw that.
come on, this is Japanese anime, no one's black.
Nobody's ever black.
Doesn't My Hero Academia like in a future season get a black main character at some point?
Hey.
I mean, there
I
are
read
some
that
black guys at some point.
Are you talking about the girl?
I have no idea. I read somewhere that was a thing that would happen. I was like, oh, okay, I don't care.
I mean, yeah, they do have some darker skinned characters.
Or are you just thinking about One Punch Man? What was his name? Blackluster Muscle or something?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
He's pretty great.
Yeah.
This is from the pirate episode.
Right.
Wow. That's all that needs to be said about that.
Yep, that is 50 Cent.
Shake that ass, girl.
Curtis Jackson.
Also, this show is like filled with really perverted mascots, and I fucking love them.
I fucking love him.
Specifically the cat. The cat's the best character. If it's like Mineta, he's basically if Mineta was actually funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if anything can ever redeem fucking Mineta. He's a pretty fucking awful character.
But I was so sad we didn't get to see his room.
Are you though?
A little bit, yeah. I wanted to see what horrible things was in there.
Just a bunch of
Character
anal
is a
beads.
fucking is a disappointment. That
I
show
did
would
like-
be infinitely improved if you just left.
I did like his attack with the whole like the string of what do they call them? Like little balls, little
Grape Rush?
Yeah, his little whip.
Yeah, where he puts them all
Pretty
together to form the whip thing.
Oh, speaking of
Oh,
whipping,
wait.
I forgot about that one shot from Yuragi-so, where they're all like fantasizing about torturing them.
Oh yeah, that you can use them for training. Yeah, the show knows exactly what it's about, and it's not ashamed to be it.
Oh,
and
God,
I will
no.
give it that much.
Okay, we don't need it. Okay. All right.
So-
Yeah, it knows what it's about, and it's about being stupid.
It's about being fucking stupid and lewd.
On
all you need.
to Grand Blue or Satsureki no Tenshi. That's correct. Whatever.
We'll do Grand Blue next.
Sure.
Sure.
It was also really repetitive.
Yeah.
It was kind of, yeah.
It was. I
Uh,
fucking loved it.
For the first 15 minutes of the second episode, didn't they just do the same joke over and over
Same
and over
lighter
again?
trick? Yeah.
see, the lighter trick twice was fine. Like, do it like twice or three times, boom. They did it way too fucking much.
It kind of got, yeah. And it was aided, or it was hurt by the fact that, like, at every step you could tell exactly what the payoff to the joke was going to be.
It's just alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, nothing about it was like, nothing about when he opened the room was surprising, and nothing about, like, the, you know, which girl shows up at the door was shocking. Like, everything about it was so predictable. So, it was, in that regard, kind of disappointing.
It felt longer than any of the other shows.
Really? I felt
Yeah.
shorter.
It's like, wow, I'm
It
still
had-
on
yeah.
the first episode. Holy shit.
Yeah. I think that was one of the ones where I looked at it and I was like, it's going to be ending soon, right? I'm only 10 minutes in. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the room should have just been at least 2 or 3, and then get it over with. I did like the part at the very end where they're walking through the aquarium. That was kind of like a wholesome moment. It was a nice moment. I liked it.
That one was okay.
That's fine.
Although I do miss, just those great fucking faces from the manga. It just does not pull through.
They were
Faces are
very,
alright.
they were very like Attack on Titan-esque.
Yeah,
They
that's
were.
how they've been described.
So it was sort of like bizarre to look at.
Because they make some fuck ugly faces.
They-
And they're so fucking
It was either the faces basically had 2 forms. They were either Attack on Titan or they were GTO. Is basically what it was.
Yeah. God, they
Yeah,
look pretty...
they were some fugly fucking faces.
Yeah. I want this show... I don't know. I think it's gonna... hopefully it'll balance out the nice moments where, they're actually diving and, it's pretty and shit with the funny moments. But I don't know what happens in the manga after this part, so I have no idea what to expect. But
Solid.
I want it to be good. That's all I ask. But what I mentioned from the last episode, you guys did see like the weird fucking way they do draw the backgrounds, right? How like the outer frame is just white out for some reason.
Yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah,
I don't know why they're doing it that way. Like I feel like they've drawn out. I'm pretty sure they drew out the whole frame, so now they're just erasing what they did. Like you're not saving money, you're just making it look worse.
I didn't notice.
Same.
Okay, well.
what sort of threw me off about the animation was a lot of the characters. It was very like old school Disney, where it was like the parts of them that would move looked slightly different than the parts of them that wouldn't.
Oh.
And so like I could immediately tell like that character's going to touch their hair because like one strand of their hair would be like a slightly different look to it than the rest of the hair, which was clearly set in like a different part of the frame. Like it was like classified as like background, and that was like, thing to be moved animation object. And so like the entire time I was just like, I know what's going to move and what's not going to move in this scene.
I didn't notice that, at least with the characters themselves. I didn't notice it with like some different objects, like specifically the posters. The poster that was going to get torn up was pretty obvious which one was going to get torn up.
Yeah.
But not with the people. I didn't see that with the people.
I was really paying attention to it because it was like their bodies weren't moving right. Like it felt like their arms and like shoulders moved a lot, but their chests stayed like very still a lot of the time, which was very bizarre to watch. Like people would reach for something and it was just like an arm like hand motion. Their chest like didn't rotate at all. Like there was no rotation to it. It was just like all arm motion. So it was very like wooden feeling in like the body. So I started paying attention a lot more to like how people were like moving animation wise, and that's why I started to notice like if people were gonna like fuck with something in their hair, like the hair would look different.
Okay, I'll have to watch that again. I'll have to try to notice that this next episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay more attention.
Yeah, this next episode is where the purple-haired girl gets introduced.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Do we know anything about her going in?
Well, hold up.
Okay.
Nothing, but I can fathom a guess because of how they drew her specific what am I looking for thing.
I will say in terms of jokes that went on too long in the first episode or the start of the second episode also, when he was just running around without pants on, it was there was way too much not wearing pants for so long in that episode.
They really like not wearing clothes.
They dragged that out. They dragged that joke out for way too fucking long.
Well, let me see if I can find this.
The blonde dude, and whenever like they're doing their antics, and I see the blonde dude, all I can think of is the other blonde kid from Nichi Bros. I think it's called.
I fucking love that kid.
Yeah, it's like all I could see is him grown up, and that's that guy. It's like, god damn.
Here, from what I can tell from this image, is that she's a massive slut. compared to the other two.
Because she doesn't have clothes on.
Yes. Also, the other two are massive sluts. The guys.
The two guys,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
man whores.
I fucking love the ending song.
Oh, the fucking karaoke bar.
Yeah.
It's
Where they
It's
do
an
the
ending.
duet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an ending. I won't rate it because I don't think it deserves a rating.
I made
It's
it 10 out
entertaining
of 10.
enough.
It has a rating.
I actually don't like any of the openings or ending. Or I like the opening for Grand Blue, but I don't really like any of the opening and endings for the other shows.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's a dry season for that.
I don't even really like it, Grand Blues. I don't like any of the openings or
Same.
endings at all.
I just think it's kind of a dry season. Nothing really stood out in general.
Although, the ending for Asobi Asubase is fan-fucking-tastic.
Okay, it's not. It's
It
shocking.
is.
It's not that good.
It is great.
It is not.
It is fun to
Brendan
look
is-
at. And
Brendan
it
is
very
really
fun.
overselling this. It is not that good.
Am I missing something, Nick?
We talked about this yesterday, or
Yeah.
Brendan and I talked about this yesterday, so not really. It's on here. It's in here somewhere. I think it's in
Just
ABC.
Keep scrolling further up.
If you scroll up in ABC, you'll find it.
It is
Um,
great.
it's not that good.
It is
it's-
great.
It's funny because it's shocking compared to the tone of the show. It's not that good though.
It's actually not. Like, that ending pretty much sums up the tone of the show.
Okay, well then it's not even that good then.
It is fantastic, actually.
It is not. Brennan is wrong.
What's more shocking is the opening, which is, like, very calm and, like, incredibly happy? No, it's, like, it's very calm and happy. Despite the fact that all the characters are absolute spazzes.
Yeah.
The ending is not that good.
Ending is fantastic.
False.
Name one better ending from this season.
From this season? Wow.
Wow.
You're really handicapped. No, the ending to My Hero is better.
I
In every way.
haven't watched it.
No, it's
I don't think I've watched it either, actually.
the ending for this season is going to be the opening for the movie, and so they like seriously over budgeted for it because it's going to be a
Oh.
movie opening.
Okay. No, I haven't watched it. I didn't like the opening for the new My Hero. These new class stuff has the openings haven't been that great. I did like the ending for the last.
The last one didn't grow. The last one didn't grow on you. The My Ideals didn't grow on you
No,
as time
I just
went on?
skipped it. I was like, fuck
No.
this.
Oh,
It kind
really?
of grew on me. I didn't like it at
I
first.
started to like it.
Towards the
I
end, it was like,
like it.
yeah, I don't listen to it, but I mean,
I mean, it was different than the other ones, because like the last everything up until that point was like really was a very specific. It was all like a very similar style of like, you know, essentially J-rock, and so that opening was a very different style as compared to the other ones.
Really, I thought it was the same
It's-
exact thing, just not as good.
I thought it was significantly different, in my opinion.
I have to watch them like in a row to actually see the big differences because it was like a couple of months since I've seen each other. But I didn't like this one either. I listened to it, but I haven't seen the ending for this one yet as well.
Well,
Actually-
clearly you're just a hard person to impress.
The ending to Phantom of the Elite, or sorry, Phantom of the Twilight was actually pretty good. I actually like that one, although I haven't watched the new episodes because I just don't want to.
That's fair.
Not because it's bad, but because there was like some other crap I had to watch for this episode.
Speaking of stuff that we were gonna watch, Jeffrey, did you watch Shinya whatever?
I did not,
Okay.
No.
but it was just because I had 8 episodes.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
watch for
I didn't
this
think
week.
anybody would watch
Almost.
anything outside of it.
A full season's worth of anime to watch. And catch up on.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But I do intend on at least watching the next episode because I don't think that the second episode will be as good, which is why I didn't recommend it to be part of this season.
hmm
So I'll at some point I'll watch it and I'll tell you guys how it is. Maybe next week if we cut down an anime.
Okay. Well,
That's
I think
fair.
we're gonna cut down one today.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be Grand Blue or Yuragiso? My vote's for Yuragiso. That one's fucking out.
That's fair. I'm willing to get rid of Uragi.
Sure.
The
Okay.
hot springs is not paying off as much as I'd hoped.
It's not.
I was hoping it should be funnier.
I was hoping it was gonna be funnier too.
Like that's all I really asked.
Yeah.
'Cause
Now
we
I'm
do-
like almost apprehensive for the fucking panty show. It's gotta be. It's one episode. They gotta sell me with exactly 23 minutes of
they
content.
have an episode to like just for this one specific thing. So I think it's doable. Like if it was an entire like core, I wouldn't really be happy.
Yeah.
But like they have an episode, so they can just pack in everything they want. Like they can use the best of the best. And I hope that's what they did.
They got 24 minutes and however many girls they want to go through. Like
They just gotta go bam, 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 boom, done.
they gotta go big. They gotta go balls to the wall with this.
Quite literally, I hope.
Quite literally. What does that imply? Somebody gets their nuts stapled to a wall.
Oh. $5 says that happens to banana fish.
Oh god. It's like an
Yeah.
episode of Jackass. Hello, I'm Ash, and welcome to Banana Fish.
Okay.
This is the nut staple. I miss Jackass, kind of.
God.
Some part of
Yeah.
me is like misses it as a concept.
Watching Jackass, any Jackass, in the movie theater is an experience.
Did any of you guys watch the Jackass TV series?
No.
I did not.
Yeah, it was only 2 of them. But it was
people.
Yeah, it was Steve-O and
Johnny
Chris
Knox.
something. No,
I mean,
Johnny
really?
Knoxville. He made guest appearances. Like all of them made guest appearances, but Chris something, and they did. It was called Wild Boys. That was the show,
Oh, okay.
and it was fucking weird, man. They went all over the world though, and I was thinking like, it'd be kind of cool just to travel the whole world. Too bad you have to do all this stupid shit while
I mean,
doing it.
I mean, that's what fucking Steve-O did all the time. I mean, they started off doing stupid shit for no money, and then they got up to doing stupid shit for a lot of money. I'm pretty sure somewhere along the way they were like, fuck it, it's a job.
Oh god. Where's my water?
I'm pretty sure Steve-O was also on like massive amounts of fucking nitrous 100% of the time.
He was. Well, I don't know about nitrous specifically, but he was on a shitload of drugs.
I
Like,
mean,
the whole
I mean,
time.
I know that he fucking just bombed Whippets.
would you not want to if you had to do that kind of shit?
In one of the fucking episodes, he took a fish hook, ran it through his own cheek, and then jumped into the ocean like a pack full of sharks.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah.
It's
I
like,
remember that.
why the fuck would you ever do that?
Yo, bass
Because
salts,
Steve-O
man.
was like outside of his head.
yeah,
That man got fucked up on the regular.
yeah.
And not just in the terms of he took a lot of drugs, but like, that man just let his body get fucking abused.
In fact, he is not dead. This is amazing.
Oh, he's actually like he's turned his life around. He doesn't do drugs anymore. Like I think it was the H3H3 podcast I listened to with Steve-O, and it was actually super interesting. But he's put like all that behind it. He's still doing kind of stupid stuff, but it's like nothing,
Mhm.
nowhere near Jackass levels of just what is fucking wrong with you.
But now he does like stupid stuff to raise awareness for stuff, right? Like, I know he's
I
big
don't
into
know.
like protesting and shit now for like save the animals and save the planet kind of causes.
Yeah, I know he does a lot of animal work.
Kick my nuts, save a deer.
Yeah. I'm suspended upside down by my foreskin because we're chopping down the rainforest.
Oh.
That man is a legend in my
You
book,
could have
though.
made a cut joke there somewhere.
There probably is a cut joke in there somewhere that I'm not gonna find because of the imagery that it implies.
Oh boy.
That man is a legend, though.
I mean, good for him for like still remaining relevant though. Like he does work. I don't think any of the others. Johnny Knoxville just had a movie, right?
Yeah, John Knoxville. Yeah. They
Most
did,
of them did nothing though afterwards.
Well, because one of them died.
Yeah.
Bam Margera went off and had like, well, he also had a massively successful skateboarding career on the side, but he had like a okay a pretty decent like reality show career.
He had a reality show career?
Kind of. They had a fuck. What was it called? I don't remember what the overall show was called, but I remember they had
Living with my parents.
It was one fucking. Did he live with his parents? I don't actually remember anymore.
Yeah, wasn't that like the thing? Like he'd always beat the shit out of his dad, and that was the joke.
That was the joke in Jackass. Was they were always trying to scare Bam's parents. Like they in the first I think it was the first Jackass movie, they put a crocodile in Bam's parents' house so they can record Bam's mom saying fuck.
Oh wow.
Didn't they get they got the dad in on the joke to like leave the bed and then just replaced him with some other fat guy?
Oh my.
Yeah.
And started touching up on his.
Yeah,
his
that
mom.
sounds about right. Yeah, they did
Jesus
a lot of
Christ.
fucked up shit to his parents. Viva La Bam was what Bam's reality TV show was called, and then Bam's
salty.
Unholy Reunion was the show about his wedding.
Oh
But
god.
yeah, Bam Margera had a pretty successful career, and then a lot of the other ones went on to do. I watched a documentary recently that like kind of covered where all of them went, and a lot of them are actually like coming back into like after Jackass like fucked him up and left him with like painkiller addictions and shit. Like a lot of them in recent years have like kind of got their lives back together and are actually like leading fairly successful lives.
Good for them.
Yeah, I mean it also helps that they have 3 movies of Jackass money on the side. Those movies were massively successful.
But I mean, those aren't the type of people who you would think would be good with money.
I mean, yeah, they did have massive addictions to, combat, but it helps when you have, a million or
of
two
money.
in the bank to work with. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of them got their lives back together after Jackass kind of left a lot of them broken. So, I mean, I think most of them are doing pretty well, it sounds like.
Well, speaking of broken and getting things back together, Angels of Death.
Solid.
Oh,
I really
true.
thought there was going to be one more level of connection there, and you just dove right into Angels to Death.
Yeah. It was okay.
I'm still in love with the sound design.
Yes, the sound design is great. The soundtrack is okay. Sound design is great. I wish it was just more horror-esque.
Having to hear what's Isaac's laugh every time though is just
Okay,
Oh,
that
I
part of the
fucking
sound
hated his
design.
laugh.
Holy shit. Speaking of characters' voices I hate, you're gonna have to listen to this for the entire rest of the fucking season. I hate this character's voice so fucking much. Jesus
Really,
Christ.
I did too. It's the fucking worst.
if Brandon didn't fucking complain about his voice, yet complained about like the one chick who was like breathing everything out just to say something, I was gonna be like, wow.
Like,
It's like a half step above Bakugo. You hate it that much.
You don't like Bakugo's voice?
I'm okay with the voice. Like, his voice when he's talking is fine. It's
just
that
does it, like,
fucking
every
laughter that's
time.
just so fucking annoying. It's just irritating. Like,
I don't even remember it. I'll be honest.
It's
I
like
have no memory.
like
It's like
You-
the
I mean,
fucking
you're
the
not
big
gonna-
brother from Sight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best way to describe it.
yeah.
It's like exactly the same fucking thing.
Except, like, instead of it being, like, 10 seconds, it's a whole fucking minute that I had to listen to it.
I don't remember it being that bad. I'll be honest.
Fucking awful. I hated it.
I think you're overselling it.
No,
No,
it's,
it was
pretty
it
awful.
was
bad,
really
but
fucking
I
bad.
think because of fucking My Hero and Side, I've just gotten used to it.
I haven't.
See, there's no one in My
Just
Hero whose voice that I
Bakugo
don't
back
like. Even
back to back.
I don't even dislike Bakugo when he's angry. Like it's fine.
No, it's just
When-
like whenever he says Shina and then like fucking the brother from Side is like monologuing, and now this guy just laughing every time.
I keep forgetting that the same person. This is the same person. This is the same voice actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
right,
the brother from
Sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
We mentioned this last episode.
We mentioned
Jeffrey.
this last episode.
That's right. I remember it. I remember you saying that. I just forgot.
Well, we're aware.
Yeah.
God, Yeah, that voice.
Fucking. Will we have another book club where it's a fucking Bakugo's voice actor again? God.
Maybe that'll be a theme for this year.
How many times will Bakugo's voice actor show up?
Yeah, I guess so.
God.
Or just how many animes can we find with characters whose voices annoy the fuck out of Brandon?
Oh, let's
Like
have
that's
that.
the theme.
Can we
That's
have
easy.
a
Brandon's
podcast
picky.
bingo?
A
Podcast.
podcast bingo.
Let's go.
Brandon screams about a voice.
No, Brandon rants about voices is the center square, the free space.
Free!
Because that's fucking free.
Who knows? Maybe next season there won't be a character's voice that I hate.
Ha.
Unlikely.
Yeah, you're right. This is anime. There's always gonna be a character I fucking hate.
If it's not that voice specifically, it's gonna be something else.
Probably. Something else that annoyed me about this, especially this last episode, was 90% of fucking Rachel's dialogue was, "I want to die. Are you going to kill me?" That's basically all she fucking said all episode. Or just pointing out things in the frame of the shot. Oh look, there's a letter. Oh look, there's another letter. That's all she fucking said.
This wasn't here before.
God damn it.
Her fucking Isaac telling her, so why don't you just go fucking kill yourself? It's because God said it was bad. God.
I mean, that's ostensibly true.
It's like...
I mean, clearly she has a hang-up with God. Like, clearly she's religious. I feel like they've kind of...
Oh, you swear to God? Then it must be true.
I mean, okay. They're very passively showing you that she puts a lot of stock in religion. A swear to God means something to her.
I don't think
She's
it's
very
passive.
big on the religious scripture that says if you commit suicide, you will go to hell. Like,
This is called Angels of Death, like, or whatever, something like that.
it is
Yeah,
Angels of Death.
Death. It's like, man.
So clearly they're playing into the religion thing without telling it to you yet.
I don't know, I think it's pretty
But like,
obvious.
I'm willing to believe them that. Like, clearly they're making a religion a big part of her character.
If Isaac ever asks her, hey, do you want to do it? She's going to be like, no, I have to protect my virginity till marriage.
I
But you
mean,
can fuck
he
me in the
won't
ass.
though.
I don't think he's
You can
that type
fuck
of
me in the
character.
ass. No, but if it came down to that, that's probably what you...
Why do you want to argue this?
What is the argument here?
It's like, no,
I know that it thematically doesn't fit with the show, but if they did fuck,
no, it's just like the whole, I want to die. Why don't you kill me?
No, that's not it.
they'd be taking the dirt
Alex,
road.
you
to
just
Brown
want to
Cow.
watch this happen.
You just want to see Isaac tongue punch her in the brown eye.
Shove his scythe all the way.
I can never get through that sentence without laughing halfway through.
It's just funny imagery. It's just funny imagery.
I just love that sequence of words. It's such a good.
God damn it.
Anyways, moving past that, whatever that
Dang.
was.
I thought
Yeah.
Tongue Punch or Fart Box was good, but
I like Brown Eye a
yours
little
is
bit more. Yeah.
I think yours is better, yeah.
Because with Brown Eye, sometimes you might have to think about it a little bit.
Fucking
Yeah.
fart box.
Yeah, Fartbox is too direct.
Fartbox is simultaneously too direct and also too like general. Like farts are like amorphous. Brown Eye is like, you know exactly what you're talking about. There's only one thing that could be the brown eye.
Or, actual brown eyes.
Shut up, Brennan.
Yeah, you want to tongue punch somebody in the actual eyeball?
I mean, that doctor probably would have.
That doctor's
Probably
not
would
dead.
have.
With that tongue? Hell yeah.
That doctor's probably not dead.
Oh, I guarantee you he's not dead.
Also,
Probably sewed him up.
I don't know about the fucking kid. I don't know about Eddie, but that doctor's still alive.
I'm gonna guess that they're all, none of them actually died. They're all gonna come back at the top floor.
Yeah, because they're in the
We're
theme
gonna-
song.
The last floor is actually just gonna be a boss rush
Yeah, you have to do all this again!
with slightly new mechanics.
This time around, he's not holding the controller for the light box. I am. Ha ha ha. Yeah, speaking of repetition, this show was also kind of repetitive. Like, his whole eye thing was kind of getting way too fucking much. It did seem like a lot like a game though, because his like whole thing about I'll give you a hint, it's Alexandrite. That seemed like it was like straight out of a game.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this is based off a game.
Yeah,
This is based on
I
video.
got to the
Really?
RPG Maker.
Yeah, it's based off a game.
I get that like a lot of the Doctor's thing was supposed to be like, you know, the psychological horror of like person that you trust that goes crazy and is exploiting your trust and all that. It was like super uncomfortable. So that made that part like really bizarre to watch. I think in terms of like, you know, suspense and horror, the
I thought
whole
it was
Eddie
better.
the whole Eddie thing was pretty good.
I didn't like the Eddie thing. I didn't think it was very. I didn't think it was. I wanted to be more horror-esque. I didn't feel it that way. It was just kind of her walking around.
Eddie was okay, but
I mean, Eddie was like strikes in the dark horror, like threat of the grave kind of thing.
Doctor
did-
It's
She,
all
like-
pretty classic horror.
too much.
But like, it never felt there was any danger. Like, it didn't feel like she was gonna die at all, or she wanted. Like, it was just weird. Like, it's
Because
that
it wasn't.
sense of
It was
danger.
never going to be danger for her. He was in love with her. He wanted to kill her like face to face.
Yeah, but like, that doesn't make good for her for me. Like, it just didn't feel great. It just
Because it was never. It wasn't poaching her. Like none of these are going to be really poaching her. It's going to be fucking trying to kill Isaac. Like
Okay,
all these people are going to have a hang up for the girl, guaranteed.
I'm gonna say right now, I'm completely fucking lost. What the hell? Like Isaac, I was there a third episode?
What do you mean?
Isaac
didn't
is
watch
the
all this
nice guy.
Bitch, there were 3 episodes you needed to watch.
I thought there was only 2.
There's
No, there's
3.
Oh, I only watched 2.
Well, you fucked up.
Missed
Okay,
last
well,
year.
I've said multiple times during this. There's only 8 episodes we had to watch, or man, we had to watch a lot of episodes. 8.
I didn't
I've said
count
8
them.
several times, and if it's 4 anime and there's 2 of everything, you don't have to count much.
Okay, somehow
There
you're
were
still
3
also missing another episode.
Yeah, 3 Banana Fish episodes.
Oh fuck. Okay.
There were 3 episodes of Banana Fish, 3 episodes of. Oh my God, Jeffrey.
Damn it, Jeffrey.
Oh.
Get out of here.
This is the second week of book club. How was I supposed to know? that
You
there was
literally
3?
just have to click next episode at the end of every episode until there's not another time you could click next episode, and then you're done. It's so simple.
Uh,
I just go back to Google after 2, and it's like, all right, where am I going to find the next one?
It's so like almost any third-party site you watch it on is like idiot proof. There's
You
literally a
think
button.
so, but no, apparently.
There's literally a button directly to the right underneath the player that says next episode.
Also, by the way, in the opening, it says his name right there. His name is Isaac Foster for 2 seconds.
I don't watch the openings.
It also says his name multiple times in the show. Well, you
in
have
the
That
third
is-
episode, in the
that is-
second episode, he
that
He
says,
calls himself Zach.
yeah,
he does
Isaac.
call himself Zach,
yes.
but she calls him Isaac. She runs around calling him Isaac for
Well,
the
she
whole
calls him
third
Zach
episode.
now.
She calls him Zach at the end of the third episode, but she runs
Yeah.
around the whole third episode
Yeah.
basically calling him Isaac.
Man, that Wanda poster is goofy looking.
I wish that's what this show looked like.
Same, to be honest.
I just fucking use Toon World.
Yeah,
That would be an artistic decision.
that
I'll say
would have
that
been
much.
amazing.
What was
I
Eddie's
don't
last
think
name?
it would be amazing.
Uh,
I don't remember.
Mason? Madison?
Yeah,
it
it
was
was no, it was
Mason.
Mason.
All
It
of their
was-
last
yeah.
names have something to do with like their history or their
Backs, yeah,
yeah.
their history.
Oh, yeah, because Isaac was an orphan.
Yeah, he was a foster child. God, that's a pretty direct way. Rachel's a gardener because she's I forgot the
A
word.
flower? I don't know.
Not a flower, but like gardener evokes like taking care of life because you know you're taking care of plants, which is supposed
Okay.
to be ironic. 'cause
Sure,
she's not
sure.
doing that.
Because the whole stitching thing. Yeah, right. Ugh, God.
And I think it'd be more apt if her name was Rachel Sower.
That would
Taylor?
have been good, too.
I
yeah.
need a tailor.
Oh, man.
That too. And then fucking Mason because he works with I don't know,
Stone.
stones. Yeah,
Stone.
Stoneworks.
Yeah. What's the fucking BDSM chick gonna be?
Mary Whippet. I don't know.
Donna Tricks.
God damn. If they do that, I will close and stop book club out of protest.
Gags a lot.
What?
Bondage. My last name is Bondage.
Just say Bond.
Ivana.
Oh my God.
Ivana Hopalata.
You're using fucking James Bond names.
Yeah. No, I'm using Austin Powers names.
Pussy galore.
Fuck me.
No, fuck you. It's okay. I want this show to get better.
I still just love the sound design.
Depends how much can you stand his laughing.
Oh my god.
That fight between Eddie and Isaac when he swung a shovel down and like it slammed into the like metal scythe and it actually genuinely sounded like you were swinging a shovel at something that was metal and not just two metal things hitting each other. Yeah. I was like, I love this. I love that you've done this. Like you clearly cared to do this.
There was
Thanks
another
for
part.
reminding me. Thanks for reminding about that. The part where he's on the other side of the wall.
Yes.
And he smacks the wall with his scythe, and it made like a human-sized hole.
Okay, I can't.
No, I'm not talking about that.
That was weird.
That was
also a decision by the author.
That was.
I appreciate decisions by the studio. Like the studio has full control over the sound design. They can't decide anything about the fact that the author was fucking stupid about how bricks work.
I mean, one, it's because that's how the way it showed in the game. Just because it's a fucking game, they need to make a hole. They could have easily just made it a hole, like a small hole that you could get through. Like instead of making it like a perfect, like the only way it could have worked if it was like fucking like just like actually just fit him perfectly.
God, jeez.
Anyways, back to the sound design. In the first episode, where she's like stitching the dove, or whatever the fuck it is, a pigeon, I don't know, and he kicks the fucking wood down. That's another part where it sounds genuinely like realistic and fantastic. Like it sounded so good.
Yeah, there were a lot of moments where it sounded like they wanted to get the exact sound, and so they built what they wanted and isolated the exact sound by doing it themselves.
Yep, that's called folly, by the way. Fun fact.
So, I appreciated that they did that, and it made it sound so much better.
Now, if only they could make Isaac's voice sound so much better instead of the how can I describe it? It's like if you take a fork and you just shove it down the garbage dispenser and then turn it on.
Okay.
I need to pay more attention. Clearly, I don't remember it being that bad.
It was not okay. I felt like my ears were. They need counseling. Anyways, I guess we're gonna watch Grand Blue, Satsuraki no Tenshi, and
Banana Fish.
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me.
Which people got fucking like murked in Banana Fish.
Oh, sexual harassment or sexual.
There was a lot of crimes
There's
in
a
Banana
lot
Fish.
of things going around.
Hey, aren't you too young to be drinking that? Who cares? It's just rum and coke.
I think
that's what makes the show more interesting, though, is that like there's no guarantee.
I keep having to remind myself it's in New York.
One of my favorite things is there was like a video where it was it was summing up every show from the summer anime season in like 10-second clips. And the Banana Fish one was was a clip of where Edgy goes like, "Oh yeah, guns aren't legal in Japan," and then it was just smash cut to everybody just shooting guns in a row, like all the scenes where people are just like in a row. It's like this is so good.
Banana Fish.
Was it by Giguk?
No. I don't think so.
It was just some dudes. He just spliced parts of. It's not really 10 seconds each, but
it was at most 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Send me that when you can.
Sure thing.
All right.
I wish I had a credit. Actually, I can probably find it in my history.
You can probably find it.
Credit the dude.
He just typed summer 2018.
Now shut the fuck up, Jeffrey.
I'm just saying.
I'm doing something. God, you hold the fucking phone.
I don't know what we're yelling about.
Jeffrey's being a bitch.
What else is new? Jeffrey's a bitch like 100% of his life.
That is true. That's accurate.
Oh my god, it's not my history. I can't find it. I'm lost.
If only we had a search bar.
Jeffrey, what the fuck did I just say?
Stop being a little bitch, I'm going to assume is what you just said.
That's what he's been saying to me.
It's because somebody needs to tell you it, Jeffrey. Just every once in a while. Maybe you should write it on like a sticky note and put it next to your desk.
Got a tattoo on the back of my hand, so every time I just look at it, it's like, hey, reminder, you're a little bitch.
There we go.
It's accidentally tagged to a certain time, so ignore that, but whatever. That's the video.
I'm surprised that the wait, wasn't the scene for Sasuke no Tenchi just her saying the same line over and over again?
Probably.
Yeah.
I didn't watch all of it, I'll be honest.
I watched most of them. Or actually, I did watch all of them.
Oh, actually, Brennan, how was what was it called? Cutie Honey?
No, I watched the first episode and I was like, I should keep watching this. And then I didn't.
Okay. Damn.
Damn, why?
Huh? Oh, I just wanted to know if like you finished it or not. Cause it looked good.
No, not.
Yeah. Nick,
You
any news about the third episode of Isekai Mao?
did not watch it.
Didn't? Okay.
We had too many episodes to watch for
there
this.
was way too
So.
much shit to catch up on.
True. Well, then again, like you binge anime like hard.
Yeah, you have nothing else to do. What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
Like you once told me that you were watching like 5 or 6 animes. Like
Oh fuck, I remember that in high school. He was like, oh yeah, I'm watching 6
No, like,
different
this
fucking
was,
I mean,
shows.
that was definitely
This
not
was-
in high school.
it was not. It was like
Was it?
I definitely didn't start
Last
watching
year.
shows until like second year of college.
Oh.
It was like last year. It's like, oh yeah, I'm watching
It
like
wasn't last
6
year.
animes.
I mean, it's easy to keep up with shit when it's just one episode a
But
week.
no, you were watching like 6 shows that had like already been finished, and you're like watching all, like you're binging all of them. Because I remember you
I
like
mean-
named them. One of them was Spice and Wolf.
That's not true. Never watched it.
Spice and Wolf?
Never watched it.
I
Okay.
did.
Nope, I don't. I
I
generally
might have
don't
talked-
watch things I read.
I talked to Nick about. Oh wait, no, I didn't watch it either.
I'm willing to bet at least half the things that I named, if I did that, were stuff that was coming out weekly. Some of
I
them
don't
may
think
have been
so.
stuff I was watching that was old, but I'm willing to bet half of it was new. Because it's really easy to keep up with stuff as it comes out.
Still though, 6 things. That's just way too much. I try to limit
mean-
myself to like 3 things.
It's not that hard.
It's not that hard, but I just don't want to.
It's like if you just watch it when it comes out, it's like 20 minutes once a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still 20 minutes once a day.
So
Yeah,
I could literally
shit to
just watch
do.
an episode
I
and then
have
go to
places
sleep.
to be.
You do not have places to be 20 minutes before you go to sleep.
I have to be in my
I
dreams.
guarantee you fucking dick around and play fucking 5-on-1 with yourself at night for half an hour.
So I play Pokemon, which I just finished. I finally beat the Elite Four.
Which edition?
Omega Ruby.
Uh,
I almost lost. I almost got
Elite
swept.
Four?
Huh?
Did you really?
Yeah. Cause fucking I told you. So all of my Pokemon are either Rock type, Ground, or Steel.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I forgot that Steven has a Metagross, and he uses the Mega bracelet and gets Mega Metagross, which somehow is a lot faster than most of all my Pokemon. And he just kept using Meteor Mash and just kept one-shotting everything. So I was like, fuck.
Oh, that's
So
fun.
I had to use my fucking UFO Magnezone. I had to stun lock him and hope to God that my Swampert would be faster using Earthquake, because he was my last Pokemon,
Wow.
and he was. It was also very lucky that he ended up using his 2 full restores early in the match. Otherwise, I would have gotten swept and would have done the whole thing over again. Anyways, I did that, so now I have to go through the fucking Delta episode to catch Deoxys.
No, you're actually gonna do that?
I mean, I just want to finish it. Actually,
I generally consider beating the Elite Four as the point in which I'm done with the game. Like, I know that it unlocks, whatever, 2 or 3, extra legendaries that you can go get, but it's too much effort most of the time.
for this one, it's actually like story centered.
is it?
It's
Oh,
more
is
story-
it?
Yeah, it's really story
I
centered.
didn't know that.
Um,
I know some of them have like pseudo story, like when you get fucking goddamn, the Reggie Ice, Reggie Rock, and Reggie Steel, or whatever the hell they were called.
those aren't really story based.
I mean, they have like a pseudo story tied to them that you can find in the world about like why they're there and what they do and stuff.
Oh no, I mean like there's an actual story with this like champion thing. Like people are actually
Oh,
telling
like
you to
it's
go
actually
to a place.
people
Yeah,
talk to you and actually okay.
like the first thing that happens when you walk down from your room is your mom's like, "Yo, we're going to this fucking city because we're gonna go to space," and you're like, "Oh, okay." And then you find some dragon girl and you have to go fight her.
Cool.
Yeah. But anyways,
Oh,
uh, other than these shows, have you guys been watching anything else? I would assume not.
Nah.
I watched Letterkenny. That came out recently on
What was
Hulu.
that?
Fucking great show.
Letterkenny?
It's a Canadian comedy about basically this group of farmers who live in this town called Letterkenny, which is like
Oh,
a farm town.
I remember seeing ads for that.
It's fucking awesome. It's such a good show.
I've just been rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Nick,
9-9?
did you
Nine?
finish Xian Pinjiating or whatever it's called?
No,
I don't think we watched it.
I never picked it up.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I basically saw that it was getting like awful reviews from everybody, and I was like, I don't have enough time in my day.
Okay. How was what's it called? Million Yen Woman?
Oh,
That's
the
really
Korean
good.
drama. The K-drama.
Yeah, the Korean drama. No, yes.
Isn't it still ongoing?
Hold on. Is it Korean?
I
It
thought
has
was
to be.
Korean.
I'm pretty sure it's Korean.
Wait,
Wasn't the
No, yeah, his
Wasn't
name's
it Yen?
something weird like that. It's definitely Korean.
okay?
He's
Um,
got one of those Korean names.
he's got one. Well, I mean, like they all have Koreans. A lot of the Korean shows that I've watched, they all have like triple syllable names where it's like Song Wong Min, Kong Song Lee, or something like that.
That's not triple syllable. That's like 3 different names.
Well, right, yeah. I'm sorry, not triple syllable, but like triple. Like their first name and their last name will be like 3 words together.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a. Oh no, it is Japanese. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
J-drama, okay,
Million
J-drama.
Yen Woman.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Wow. I'm dumb. You're right. You're totally right.
Shut up, Alex. Don't make me feel this way.
Don't use your logic against me.
Don't use your good hearing skills.
Fucking Asians. Their
I'm not,
ears.
in, I'm not in school. You can't make fun of me. I'm stupid. I'm stupid and dumb. It's really good. It is
Okay.
It's really interesting. I really liked it.
Oh.
Is it over?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's only 1 season. As far as I'm aware, it's only 1 season, I should say. I mean, I don't know if Netflix has even commissioned a second season for
Get
it.
ready for 2 million yen woman.
I mean, it ends with them basically figuring out like what's going on and stopping it. So I don't imagine there will be a second season of it, but I don't know.
Did someone get thrown down the stairs?
Fuck, I don't remember how she dies. Somebody maybe get thrown down the stairs.
Did someone
Somebody dies. Somebody dies, and there is a fire. I forget if she dies because she gets thrown down the stairs, or if she gets like, gut shanked and then gets set on fire.
So does someone have an illegitimate child?
Gonna say no.
This show's not for me.
Disappointment,
Nope.
yeah.
Does someone get amnesia?
Can't be good.
Amnesia.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think
Nope.
all the girls remember
Awful
everything.
show. Zero,
They
don't watch this.
They don't tell him a lot, which is the confusing thing.
Does someone get hit by a car?
Yes, somebody does get hit by a car.
Okay, this
Not
show...
one of the main characters. One of the main characters' brothers gets run over.
Oh yeah, of course. Is someone's dad in the hospital, like on death?
No, but somebody's husband's in the hospital.
Okay.
That's good enough. Did someone get slapped?
Yes, repeatedly.
Do they cry?
Because they got slapped?
Yes.
I'm sure some of the girls cry because they get slapped. Generally, the main character has a look of like, what the fuck is going on 90% of the time. And he gets smacked around a good amount, so I don't think he cries at any point, though.
This is an anime.
It's not an anime, it's a live action show.
No, the character's saying that.
Oh.
anyways.
He does wander around, kind of going like, "What the fuck is with my life right now?"
Where
Are
are the
we ever going
waifus?
to watch Batman Ninja?
At some point, we said we would, yes.
We're going to do that when we're all in
I mean, we
Virginia.
could, yeah.
Oh yeah, sure, why not? Gonna need something to like calm you down after like we watch your video.
After my
Oh.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you we should probably watch Batman Ninja first so that I can have a sober opinion of it,
Or
and then we can watch my movie.
we can
or are
use
we
Batman
doing-
as a palate cleanser.
That is also a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I think what Jeffrey's saying though is that if we watch his movie, he's going to drink aggressively.
Oh
during.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh hell!
You said that multiple times. Like yeah.
yes.
No.
There will be many drinkings to be had. No intention of sobriety.
okay.
Make Irish hand grenades.
Oh, speaking of sobriety and drinking a lot, I really like how in Grand Blue, like, there's this massive caution warning, like,
Oh,
before every
yeah.
episode.
Oh yeah.
Like 3 like full screens of text. Like
Don't do this.
But it's also like English over Japanese, so you can't fucking tell. Like you can see basically what it says, but you have to look
do
for
not do any
like-
of these dishonorable acts.
Yeah,
it. Bring great shame upon your
that's
family.
pretty great.
It's like wow.
I thought it was kind of interesting that like the other 2 screens that they kind of flick through a little bit faster. One of them basically says like, "We know that we're taking this from a copyrighted work, but we've changed it because they aged up all of the characters." So they're basically
Yeah.
telling you like, even though we basically took everything that this author did and made this into a show, it is in some regard our own creation because we changed some things. Please don't sue us. Please don't take us off the air.
Legally distinct.
Fair
Le-
use.
Legally, we can't. Legally, you can't stop us from doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're asking you not to, there's a good chance that you have a case.
It's an homage. It's a what? It's a homage, sir.
Where's that from?
It's from some movie.
No, obviously.
It probably knows what it is. Two BFFs who become pilots in like World War II, I think.
Top Gun.
Dog, what?
Yeah, you know that movie Top Gun set in World War II.
Everyone's favorite. No, you said 2 pilots who become
Remember
best
when
friends.
Goose
That's
gets
all I
shot
could...
down out of his fucking Mustang P-32.
Goose!
Was that scene?
Everyone's favorite.
That's some good bullshit.
They were flying biplanes over fucking the German trenches, and Goose goes down. The Red Baron laughs in the distance.
That's World War One.
Does it fucking matter?
We're talking about World War Two.
The movie wasn't even set in World War II.
You're confusing 2 different historical events. God,
I'm making a joke about how fucking stupid this is.
it's a stupid fucking joke.
Your whole life is a stupid joke.
Oh wait, speaking of that one line, there was one specific line in Grand Blue, which was like fucking laser beamed right at me, which was the fucking line where they're using to describe Chisa, where she's like, oh, she's actually like people actually really like her, and the character says, oh, there must be a lot of masochists in this world. I forgot to talk about that.
Did it sting a little bit on the inside when they said that, or were you like,
No,
yes,
she's just
this
fucking
is who
amazing.
I am?
She's best girl.
I am a masochist, and I am unapologetic about it.
She's best girl.
There's not enough girls in that for me to contest you, so sure.
There's gonna be more next episode.
Right now, it's between her and
Her
her
sister.
siscon sister.
I'm gonna sell out to. Oh God. I should have thought of this.
I'll go first. I'm gonna sell out to Sir Mix-a-Lot, who dropped an album recently, and I was very surprised.
Oh God.
It's called The Boss Is Back. The shit is fire. Listen to about half the songs, but I'm already gonna stake my reputation on it. The shit is straight fire. So You should
Oh.
you should all listen to it.
The movie was Pearl Harbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do actually remember that movie.
That's a Michael Bay movie. Bring it back, boys.
Yep.
I'm gonna sell out to Michael Bay for destroying my fucking childhood with Transformers.
Did he destroy your childhood with those movies though?
No, he didn't. They just weren't that great.
They're entertaining enough.
They were good enough for what they were worth.
You know what? Since we're bringing it back, I'm gonna sell out to Ben 10.
Oh, fuck. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Jeffrey,
And you made
we
best
didn't
anime of the
talk
year.
about a whole lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys left one for Jeffrey to pick up.
I don't think so. Also, I don't want to sell it to. I've been building a Lego set this whole podcast, so I guess I'll sell it to that. I had one that was more original first, but also I'll sell it to Ninjago City for having this cool ship that I'm building.
Did you watch that movie?
No,
No.
I heard it was shit, so I didn't
Really?
watch it.
Ah.
Yeah. All right, I was told it was Power Rangers, but it was Lego.
What movie?
The Ninjago movie.
Oh, yeah, it's Space Power Rangers.
You've seen it?
No. Oh,
No.
kind of. My little cousin used to watch it a lot.
They made a movie with the budget of the Lego movie.
Oh.
Which, have you guys seen the trailer for the Lego movie 2?
No.
Nope.
Looks fucking lit.
Actually, no. Fuck Michael Bay. I'm gonna sell it to Legendary for making Godzilla King of Monsters. Also,
That was all
Rim.
it took, was reminding you of trailers we've watched recently.
Yeah, well, they also made Pacific Rim, and they made. I'm pretty sure they also made Pan's Labyrinth.
Well, that implies that they were
Legendary.
also involved in Pacific Rim 2, and I can't
It's not
in good
implying they
faith,
were involved. They were the studio that made it.
I can't in good faith sell out to the studio that made Pacific Rim 2.
Has anyone here seen that yet?
No,
No.
No.
I don't intend to.
Well, you don't know it's horrible, then you just
It
heard that
looks
it's
bad.
horrible.
I've
Just-
heard from everybody ever that it's horrible.
I didn't even have to look at it.
It's like heroin, Jeffrey. I don't need to try it to know that it's an awful decision.
Just try my drug, banana
See-
fish.
See, I was thinking, so Batman versus Superman. I was like, yeah, it's probably bad, but how bad could it possibly be? And then I watched it, and that is legit. Like, that is probably my least favorite movie I've ever seen.
There's probably
fucking
worse movies.
That movie.
I'm
I'm sure there are, but none with like budgets that are that big.
Oh, okay.
Nothing that was that mainstream. Like that was just, it was so bad.
Nick, any thoughts when they were explaining the whole banana fish drug?
I mean, they didn't really explain a lot about it.
They just said it was kind of like LSD.
They were like, it basically just has the whatever lysergic diethylamide, and so, I mean, they didn't really explain anything else about its composition.
They
I mean, who knows
explained
what else-
enough to like give us a frame of mind. Like we know what LSD is, but it's similar to that. But
Yeah.
that's it.
And like isolating compounds is hard as fuck to do, so I'm not surprised. They basically like the only thing we identified was this component, and who knows how many other components it has, because it's hard as fuck to tell how much stuff a thing has and what that stuff is.
Yeah, they're also writing down the symptoms of the drug.
that and like
I mean, that's easy. That's
The
just
first
we put it in
episode.
mice and recorded what happened.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they did.
that
Which,
like
which
the-
they recorded in a really weird way, where they were like, it wasn't just like it causes these things, but like next to it, it had like to what severity, and they were all like a lot.
Yeah.
Like they were very unscientifically recorded of like the severity, and I'm like, this is interesting.
well,
I mean,
also-
how else do you explain it? How did it happen? Well, it was a lot.
I mean, they would generally describe it in terms of like, what happened? Were there bite wounds? Were there fight wounds?
Was it severe?
Did he,
Yes.
straight up eat somebody? Did they kill something? Like, you don't just say like there was severe aggression. You like more conclusively say like, an hour, like within an hour after it, they were fighting. It killed it within an hour and a half. It began to, cannibalism, yada yada. Like, you very clinically would record stuff like that.
So you mean you can't just write, these mice got very, very angry, they won't get any cheese?
I mean,
You
you
can't just
can,
write that.
you can write that. You couldn't publish
Just can't
it.
write
you
that.
can write it.
You can write whatever you want.
there was There was also like the first episode where it was like the whole seizure and flashback thing. I was wondering if like I missed anything when they're like talking about that.
No.
Not really.
Okay.
They basically just said like it gives you seizures.
Yeah.
That was basically all they said.
He's got the 1,000 yard stare. That's it.
He's got the 200-foot stare. It's not really intense, but he, every once in a while he kind of looks off into the distance a little bit.
Yeah, he needs to rest his eyes.
He's got the 20-inch stare. He focuses on a point directly behind your head.
Oh, that's another thing we could put on the ABC bingo. Chemistry or science that Nick yells about.
He didn't yell about this one though.
Yeah, it
No,
doesn't come
but,
up
like,
all that
things-
often.
No,
It came up
but, like,
once, 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Yes, but I still love
That's
it.
all you need.
I still love that.
I don't even remember what it was. I just remember that I was like
Chemotherapy.
morally. Oh, the chemotherapy thing. It was the beginning of Killing Bites, and I was gonna fight somebody about gene splicing,
Yeah.
Gene editing, yeah.
gene editing, because they were abusing gene editing, and I was upset. That's right. I do remember that now.
I mean, hey, it's not fun if the bingo isn't like somewhat challenging.
I think it's more fun when it's not challenging at all because
It's true.
you
There
can
is only
boil
supposed
it
to be
down to
one
very
free
specific
space.
tropes.
There could be a handful of like other pretty good ones, but like to win, you always have to get one that's hard in like a
Yeah.
winning column or row
Because
or
it's like,
diagonal.
what, 4 by 3? Something like
Bingo boards?
5 by 5.
5
It's 5 by 5,
You have to put 24 things. You get the middle space free.
which is going to be Brandon yells about somebody's voice. The freest thing in existence since America.
so free.
Just to fuck with you
First
guys.
thing since
I won't
17,
do it.
70s.
Why is so free?
Never understood why America likes to yell about their freedom all the time, but after this last tournament, I finally understood it. NA is just so fucking free.
No one cares about League.
Nobody cares about League. It's true.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Have you said that before, or did I hear that from somewhere else? Because
Nick.
I've said
swear
that
that.
before.
That's
Okay.
you seen that splash.
It's one of my favorite insults about NA as a region.
Uh,
Anytime that we underperform as a region, I usually bring it up.
This is true for almost every single sport, international sport.
That we're garbage.
Yes.
Basketball, and that's about it.
Oh, it is international. Yeah.
Wait. We're good at like a
Well-
whole fucking shit ton of like the Olympic sports,
Yeah,
like
we
the
are.
Summer
Yeah.
Olympic
Sorry.
sports.
Like
We've talked
team
about
versus
this
team
before.
sport. No, we haven't.
yes, we have, because I brought up, well, I thought we did well at the Olympics, and then we had a whole conversation
Yeah,
about
we
it, how we
did.
were
We-
specifically good at basketball.
We were good at basketball, and we're good at like a whole bunch of the individual events.
Yeah, but like team sports, aside from basketball, we're not very good at.
Gymnastics, we're good at gymnastics.
Is that a team sport? I feel like that's
Yes, it's a team
It's
sport.
a team sport.
Yeah.
No, okay, I guess I'm thinking of like team sport as in like it's X versus Y, and it's like X team versus Y team. Like in a
I
match.
know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm being contentious about this.
But still, though, really, gymnastics is like a team sport. I never really
Yeah.
thought of it as that.
There's individuals and there's individual competition and there's also team competition
Oh, okay.
for the Olympics.
Well, the more you know.
And at the very least, our women's team I think has taken home gold at least in the last 2.
Our women's soccer team is fucking amazing.
Our women's soccer team is fucking legit. They're too legit to quit.
Well,
Basketball
anyways,
team is redonkulous. I don't even know
Oh,
if there's a
God.
women's basketball team, but they would also be redonkulous.
we never did the intros.
We never did intros.
I'm Brandon.
I realized that like 30 minutes ago, but I thought we were going to close at some point in the near future, so I didn't say anything
I'm
then.
Brandon.
I'm Jeffery.
Nick.
Oh my
Wow.
god, you had one fucking job!
I always go second. If I don't go first, I go second.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Nick,
I'm Alex.
I'm Jeffrey.
and this has been yet another disappointment. Thank you for not joining us.